Hey everybody, this is Amanda, owner and founder of Business Solutions by Design, your accounting ally. Coming back to talk to you this week in October, about all things scary. The whole month of October, we're kind of going with the Halloween theme and everything's scary, and what's scarier than your own fears? So as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you have a lot of fears, right? And some of this kind of overlaps from week to week. Money's a big one, fear of success, fear of failure, fear of imperfection, maybe you have a fear of change. Whatever it is that you have a fear of in whatever stage your business is in, it's really just, it just lives here. It's not real. And there are things that can become real, right? And the more you focus on those negative realities, the more they tend to materialize. So, how can you grow with fear in your business? And I'm not saying fear is a bad thing, because I think having a healthy fear of certain things can allow you to prevent them or plan for them so that you're not blindsided by them. So fear is a really good thing. It's kind of like stress. Too much of it kind of works against you, but not enough of it also works against you. So, going forth, even with that fear and packing that fear bag with you and making sure it lives in its proper space where you know it, you acknowledge it, you understand it, but you can move with it or past it or through it, whatever that situation looks like for you. So in your business, the last thing that you can do and become successful or move forward with growth is to allow that fear to prevent you from doing whatever it is you need to do to grow and move forward. So I would love to see what stage you are with your business. I would love to see some of your fears and some of your plans and how that works together. So we'd love to hear more about your story. I've had many in my business because we've been in business for a number of years, and there's certain things and sometimes they get you in this kind of space where you have trouble working through it. And there are people like coaches that can help you. I do have a business coach. There are people, other professionals that can help you if you're trying to go through something that maybe you're not an expert with. You can bring in that expert if you have the means to do so financially and just to get them going. But even if you don't have the means to hire a professional or somebody to work with, you also have the option of talking with other entrepreneurs just like myself who are willing to work with you. You can become part of a mastermind group. Those are all good options. If you have trusted people who you can actually work through situations with, sometimes your family and friends may not be the best audience for that particular conversation. So just try to find the resources that you have available to you to work through it, because sometimes you need to look at a problem, a opportunity, whatever you want, a situation, whatever word you want to throw at it, you sometimes need to look at it from a different angle. And when it's your particular viewpoint, your lens, I like to call it, it's really hard to see things differently. And sometimes that different approach works out really well for you. I was actually having a conversation with my aunt, I guess. Yeah, my aunt, she's my aunt. Lovely woman. And her and I were talking, and I said, we were working through a technical solution because that's my life apparently. And I just looked at her and I said, I really don't like the word no, definitively anyway. No for me means not now, it means not that way, right? And so if it doesn't mean now, if it doesn't mean that way, then what does it mean and how does that look like? And I ask myself that a lot. So I hope that little tidbit kind of moves you forward. Another thing that I found for myself in terms of getting through uncertainties or things that are dragging me down or causing me pause in my business, one of the phrases, and this may or may not work for you, I like to say is the universe provides. And it's my way of saying that the universe will give you what you need when you need it. And so you can't force things even though you feel like they should happen and it should have happened already, or why didn't this person work out, or why didn't this deal work out, or whatever it is. You're sitting there getting kind of frustrated with the process, and you just don't understand how to get to where you have to get, because you have to get there because you're an entrepreneur and you're making things happen, right? And so at the end of the day, you just kind of sit back and go, okay, that didn't work, but the universe will provide. And that's the not now, not that way, kind of goes together. And so that no means something else is going to come out of this in a different way. Maybe what you were trying to accomplish, just not the way you were accomplishing it, or maybe not with the person or the business or whatever that looks like. It just kind of, it all kind of works out. And you still have to keep pushing forward, but you have to have that faith that even though you can't see the solution, your process is going to work, or you will tweak your process to adjust it if there's some flaws in it or some issues with it. And moving forward, things are going to work out, and you kind of just, you don't just sit in bed and think, oh, the universe will provide, I'm going to make my rent this month. You still move forward, you still function as an entrepreneur, but you kind of have to walk away from being so wrapped up in a singular issue that you can't get anything else done. So there's that balance. Everything in life is about balance. So I really hope that these little tidbits provided you some good information, maybe some tools that you can use, maybe something resonated with you. If not, I'd love to hear how you push through and some of your stories. So please leave a comment below. And this is Amanda, owner and founder of Business Solutions by Design, your accounting ally, signing out, and we'll be talking back to you about all things scary next week.